So this is a video to show you how to use MyFitnessPal for tracking your calories. First of all, you're going to need to sign up if you haven't already. Download the app, and then you're going to need to pick a goal and also try and gauge your baseline activity level. Put in your specific stats and where you live and your sex. Put in your height and your current weight. So at the moment it is in stone and pounds. You can change this to kilograms and put in your goal weight. Then put to an email address and pick a password and accept the terms and the conditions accordingly. From here, it is going to load your account. This information is optional, and it's going to try and tell me what my calorie target should be. So what you can do from here is change this once you have set it up. And it'll ask you if you want to draw your thing. So this is your dashboard. This is where it will tell you your calorie intake. So MyFitnessPal has calculated my calories for me. However, you will have received the body plan, and this will tell you what your calories should be. So from here, you go into nutrition goals and you update your calories here accordingly. You can then update your protein and your carbohydrates and your fat percentage based on what you have been provided by your coach. You then go into your diary and you can see here that it has a banner at the top showing you the goal calories versus the remaining calories. Now, this is where you will log your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, any snacks you may have, your exercise, and you can also log your water. So, I will add the food that I have eaten today to show you how to use the app. Click on Add Food, and this is where you can search for a meal. So we'll say I had Kellogg's bran flakes for breakfast, and I eat a standard portion. So as you can see, there are numerous options available. You can check the box, the label on the food that you are eating to make sure that you are picking the most accurate. Also, the ones with ticks are generally the most accurate ones that MyFitnessPal provides. You can click on it and you can see and you can check the macros, carbs, fats and proteins. And I have a standard portion and I would add a tick, and that will add that food for me. I then had that with semi-skimmed milk. And roughly, I would say around 200 millilitres. Now, you do need to try and be as accurate as possible here. I always have an espresso in the morning, and I'll have a capsule of that, and I may have that black. You can then add your lunch. Again, the principle is the same, and I had tinned tuna. Search, and numerous options again come available. Now, I had a tin of Aldi's tuna. Now that hasn't logged any carbs or fats. There is minimal fat in it, however, that specific item wasn't correct. So I will search through again and find one that is the most accurate. And looking at the Prince's tuna, there's the right one. So I've logged some food here. As you can see at the top, it's saying up to lunch I had 346 calories and I have 1,454 remaining. What you can also do when you add food is you can add a recipe. So if you are somebody that likes to cook a lot, you can actually create your own recipe. So let's say I had something quite simple, spaghetti with turkey. And when I make a portion, it serves one person. And from here, you will type in the ingredient. So there was spaghetti, olive oil, a garlic clove, fresh red chilli, cherry tomato, and spring onion. You then click the arrow and it's going to attempt to match the ingredients. Now this is where you need to be careful, as you can see here, it's put 1 cup of olive oil. But first of all, to amend the spaghetti, you can search for an alternative. Now I know that my spaghetti was from Sainsbury's, so you can put in that word as well. And here you go. So I weigh out my spaghetti. And I know that I had, let's say, 100 grams for the purpose of this, but you can amend the serving size. Olive oil, certainly did not have a cup of olive oil. I use a tablespoon of olive oil. 1 garlic clove is correct. 1 red chilli is correct. Certainly did not have a pound of cherry tomatoes. But I did have 100 grams. So this is slightly over, but again is the most accurate, and it's better to go over your calories for the purpose of tracking than under to amend the spring onion. So I did have around 30 grams of spring onion. There we go. So as you can see, there is a recipe there now. I can save it, or I can save and log it. I'm going to save the recipe for future reference, and I'm going to add it. And there it is. It's now added it to my dinner. But if I go and have that again tomorrow, say you can swipe right, left, add dinner, and I can go into my recipes and I can add it from there. That is generally how you would use MyFitnessPal. What you would then do, at the end of every day, you have your calorie intake. This is where you're going to transfer this information and put it into the Body Evolution BeFit app. So you're going to enter the 870 in your total calories section, and then you can go to your nutrients, and here it tells you the number of grams. So here it says I've had 50 grams of protein, 105 grams of carbohydrates, 9 grams of fibre, and you then need to go down to your fats, and you would log 22. That's the information that you need for the app, and that is a general overview of how to use MyFitnessPal. If you need any further help on how to track and how to track effectively, don't hesitate to get in contact with your coach.